A very good afternoon to you all and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, to Lunchtime News here on UBC TV this Monday, the 8th day of January 2024. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. We begin in the courts of law where Nakawa Chief Magistrates Court has issued a warrant of arrest against Martha Nkwanza, daughter to the late Henry Katanga. Martha Nkwanza will face charges of murdering her father, Henry Katanga, on the 2nd of November 2023 on Chwatu Road, Mbuya, here in Kampala District. A court has also extended criminal summons against Molly Katanga, wife to Henry Katanga, who will also face the same charges. Now, this followed Martha Nkwanza's failure to appear in court on several occasions, although on criminal summons. The same court has declined to hear bail applications for the 3 suspects who are under custody on the same offences. Magistrate Arias Kakoza, who is presiding over the case, has adjourned the matter to the 22nd of January 2024. Now, by history, Indonesia was the first country to host the Non-Aligned Movement, NAM-like summit, which by then, in 1955, was referred to as the Asia-Africa Bandung Conference. Dr. Muhammad Henry Saripudin, the Indonesian ambassador to Uganda residing in Kenya, talked to UBC TV through this history of what informed the decision to come up with the Non-Aligned Movement in 1961 and the potential benefits which come with hosting such summits. Take a watch.
For your being here, you say you are residing in Kenya. Possibly what role as Indonesia is playing to ensure that we have a successful summit come January 2024?
Yes, of course for Indonesia, non-alignment movement is very dear, very close to our heart, because back to the history in 1955, our founding President Sukarno initiate so-called Asia-Africa Conference, and it was attended by Asia and Africa nation, although most of the African countries still under the colonizations. But that's that conference is like lighthouse for Africa. It gives a boost to liberate themselves. So the motive is driven by fully politics, and this Asia Africa Conference is like offspring, like the where the non-aligned movement is came from. And then Indonesia always regarded non-alignment movement, although the 2 blocks already disappear, but we always regard it still relevant today. Why relevant? Because if during the colonization and during the Cold War era, the struggle for global South is more heavily on the politics. Now it's more heavily on the economics. And then for Indonesia, you talk about our experience in organizing G20 2022. Of course, being a host country is very privileged. You set the tone, you set the agenda, and you set almost everything. And the only matters is how the host country navigate the flow of the discussions. because the benefits for the host countries is not only about the color of final documents, either you name it Kampala Declaration or Kampala Accord, but byproduct of that conference, let's say like tourism, like businesses, if you can capitalize that event, it will be beneficial for Ugandans.
When you talk about this summit, there are two or three keywords: non-aligned movement. Just break down this for the lay Ugandan who is going to be watching us. What exactly was the essence of behind the crafters of this?
Yeah. Well, you must be proud of yourself as Uganda. Everyone, the world watching you. Uganda, by non-aligned movement, now under the spotlight. And how the initiators of the non-aligned bring about to the higher level, and it can be reflected in the final documents, as I mentioned. Another thing that now is very valid, because look at that, the world watching in the Middle East, in the Gaza, how the power of non-alignment movement give solutive recommendations in addressing the Gaza issue. That will be I think a strategic key from the Uganda.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Wow, nice. Well, that has been the Indonesian ambassador to Uganda, who is sitting in the neighboring Kenya of Nairobi. We shall continue having such more discussions as we head to the final lap of the summit happening here in Kampala, Uganda in January 2024. I'm Robert Onyango.
Robert Onyango, thanks so much for that interview there, and of course giving some highlight there from the ambassador of Indonesia to Uganda about this very, very important forthcoming non-aligned summit here in Kampala. Let's go to Busia now, where local leaders representing 24 villages and 5 parishes in Busia municipality have boycotted government mobilization meetings led by town clerk Baganzi Ronald Ross. Now, the conflict arose after LC chairpersons sought information of their 25% ex gratia and allowances for parish development model programs. Baganzi's refusal to cooperate led to a request for his transfer through the office of the RDC Busia.
During a meeting in Southwest Parish, Western Division, attended by RDC Michael Chibwika and Deputy Kanuna Grace, all chairpersons accused Baganzi of non-cooperation, negatively impacting NRM party programs.
Talina tafali lazimbe kubusia okujjako alesewo mpalana na nkwenjerere kyekirozo kyetulinanga bakulembeze ababusia municipal council LC1 and LC2 town kirako wachiragenda kolereke awalala.
Leaders claim his lack of collaboration has hindered development in the municipality.
We are going to organize a meeting, another one, dialogue, specifically with LC1 and LC2 chairpersons, so that we bring back our relationship and we continue working together.
A change in attitude was emphasized with a potential impact on vital projects like the multi-million water project, where LCs influence landlords to resist ongoing water pipe laying without compensation.
Nditambula ni president waimo waba PAPS. Mpandike baluwa mbakobere ensonga lwaki project ene kozechi olwira ntipa twira ni ansa nani anso baba nakati gazira nga tuita tubakobera nti ezira sente obaba kati asese didino nga tuita tubakanti tujje nalo mukutiya wedinaba disira nga bakati be batuwe muku akasera nga tuita tukolachi tubakobera kube ekite ebintu.
The landlords, demanding compensation from UNRA for the project, refused access to their lands.
To West Nile now, where members of parliament from West Nile have asked Uganda Revenue Authority to train their staff on how to handle taxpayers. They were speaking after repeated clashes between URA enforcement teams and taxpayers, one of which resulted into death of people in West Nile. And the most recent, one person was shot dead and 3 others injured in Madi Okolo district. We have more in this story.
On the 3rd of Jan, URA officials were coming from Arua side towards Okolo Town Council, and when they stopped, they picked up 3 motorbikes. Bullets were fired. In the course of this action, 4 people were shot. One of them eventually died as he was transported to Nebi Hospital. And so we're saying we strongly condemn. What is the problem in West Nile? 1, is it a problem of training of the URA officials? If so, can they be trained? Number 2, our people also need to be sensitized on the work of URA, because they need to make a connection between paying taxes and facilities development coming in the area, promoting, making promotions, maybe to help these young people. A lot of these young people, we do not condone smuggling or anything like that, but there are many big businesses that are not paying tax. But why are they focusing on so much on these small border riders?
All these events that have unfolded now with this recent one of Madi Okolo, where a young man succumbed to the bullets of the officials who were enforcing. This gives you a chronology of how events have been unfolding in this region, where very many lives have been lost. We are aware that it's through taxes that our government does a lot of development in this country. The road infrastructure we see, the electricity, health facility, but the method in which we collect these taxes in West Nile region should be revised.
And because of the behavior of URA, there is now low tax morale in the region. Let us then ask this question. Would these small boys or girls, should they be the target for URA? Parliament as an institution must be able to come with proposals that seek to bridge this gap so that we can mobilize adequate resources. If it's an issue of errant officers, we need to know what kind of people are being deployed there, what trainings they have got. That way, we will be able to assure safety for our people. I hear in some places, people are being banged with doors. Is that how they collect taxes? I know a number of commitments have been made. The Commissioner General has ever been here in Koboko. On 9th March, he was in Koboko, and he made commitments that investigations will be done. What we are yet to hear is the report.
UBC Lunchtime News will now take a short break, but we'll be returning with the latest in business. Do stay with us.
When it is KB o'clock, you need more from your voice bundles. That's why MTN is offering you more minutes across all networks that don't expire. Buy the new 90-minute Freedom Bundle at 5K or the 200-minute bundle at 10K and just with no limit. Katiteri ate, no excuses. Make the call now. Dial *100*21# or use the My MTN app and enjoy your Freedom Bundle today. MTN. Together we are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply. MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Have you packed Morvit's Harbour Jelly and Harbour Fog? Yes, we packed. It will protect your skin from skin rashes. Morvit's packed. It is a new improved Morvit's Harbour Jelly, so soft and smooth. It is a Morvit's Harbour Jelly.
Tell me, kids, the scent. Any irritations? No more rashes and irritations. Morvit Harbour Jelly and Harbour Soap is rich in natural herbs for a smooth and glowing skin.
Morvit all day confidence.
Juko.
Yo.
Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a poultry project, and now things are moving.
Joko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
It's super fast internet. Oh, it's a super camera. It's a super battery.
Phone battery full.
Yeah, it's a super deal. Get the Kabode Super from MTN now at a reduced initial deposit of only 49,000 shillings and pay the balance in Pola for as low as 833 shillings per day. Grab this Super Kabode deal and get 2 GB of free MTN data every month for 8 months. Get the Kabode Super now from any MTN shop countrywide. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Regulated by UCC.
Welcome back from that break, and this is Lunchtime News here on UBC TV. My name is Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. Let's have a look now at what's happening in the latest in business. Government has been called upon to tarmac the road connecting from Nakaloke in Mbale all the way to Palisa via Butembo. The Chief Executive Officer, Kedi Foundation, Stephen Kedi, says 90% of traders and farmers use the road to transport their merchandise to various markets. Kedi, however, says it will take leaders to apply proper lobbying strategies, something he intends to do when he goes to Parliament in 2026. Henry Okrut reports.
During the 2021 general election campaigns, the people of Butembo appealed to have Nakaloke in Mbale to Palisa via Butembo Road tarmacked. It has not come to pass. The founder, Kedi Foundation, is fronting this agenda as he seeks the mandate to the 12th Parliament.
Me as a leader, it's my responsibility to make sure that I lobby or I talk to government, at least they think about that road, they prioritize it, and in the budget, it's put under the budget or the work plan.
The road stretches from Nakaloke, near Mbale, through Kabwangasi Trading Center, headed via Kakoro Trading Center, to Butembo District, all the way to Palisa.
90% of these people, they use this road from Palisa to Nakaloke. When they are taking their goods, you see in Butembo, they grow rice, mangoes, fruits, a lot of things. So if this road is worked on, transporting it to Mbale or to other nearby places like Wusiam, Malava border, it will be quicker for them.
Kedi says to achieve this, it will take strategic lobbying.
If, for example, now I'm a friend of Trump or Joe Biden or Elon Musk, and I invite him to Butembo and he accepts to come to Butembo, definitely the government will be compelled to work on that road immediately with immediate effect, because they will not take the shame when Joe Biden is going to Butembo and that road is dusty. So
such development comes with unity, which unfortunately he says is lacking in Butembo. He seeks to address this too.
It's a big challenge, but we are trying to tackle. And one of them, like when I'm in the area, I don't segregate who is a Mugwere, who is a Mteso. I serve both of them.
Kedi Foundation also extends health education, water and sanitation, and response to disaster. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Now, rice ratooning is slowly gaining momentum among rice farmers in Uganda. In Butaleja and Kwen districts, farmers have adopted this new technology, which is less costly and conforms to smart agriculture. Our reporter Saddam Mubali gives us more.
Rice ratooning is the cultivation of the regrowth of rice crop from the stubbles after the harvest of crop, or managed for next crop cultivation from the regrowth of the stubbles. This type of farming, popular in China, is slowly gaining momentum in Uganda.
When a second crop of rice is grown from the main harvest, what we mean the stubble, when you've cut off your main season's rice crop and then you leave it in the same field, manage it, it can regrow and actually give you another crop. You can relate this to the livestock systems where they harvest napier grass or elephant grass, which we all know, but you don't kill the plant. You come back after 2 weeks and it has regrown. So rice has the same property because it's also belonging to the grass family. And that's an advantage we want to take care of, which we think can address some of the challenges of this country.
Crop duration in ratoon rice takes 30 days or less for maturity compared to the plant crop, reduces the cost of cultivation, gives a yield equivalent to 60%, and decreases greenhouse gas emissions.
The beauty with ratooning is that the initial stages, seedbed preparation, is done more or less once. You transplant once. The initial field management of water and diseases itself is also done once, so you're already reducing your costs in that. But the major fact that you are able to keep the ground covered with a crop, more or less a ground cover, then you're reducing the amount of water evaporating into the environment, which is a loss. And remember, in rice production, we've kept on hearing about the methane greenhouse gas emissions because of the nature of the plant growing in water.
So the biggest challenge of how farmers, why farmers don't, move into something, they first want to see, or else you pick this farmer, take this farmer somewhere else. Then when the farmer sees, okay, let me go and do it. But then that farmer will not go and do it until you take that farmer slowly through the steps until the farmer goes. So farmers don't just jump into things, they fear.
The National Agriculture Research Organization and Kilimo Trust have trained farmers to adopt ratoon farming if they are to enjoy better returns.
The challenge is in the appreciation from the end user, the farmer himself. There's the thinking that it's against their economic sustainability. So that's why it is key to put an economic value. What are you getting out of these systems like ratoon cropping?
When we started the ratooning approach, we said we need to establish a demo. And then we established a demo in one of my gardens. Now after establishing, we had 3 rice varieties. Out of the 3 rice varieties, we wanted to see which one performs very well under ratooning method. Now when we were with the team of Kilimo Trust, we selected some prominent farmers whom we knew some farmers can listen to them. So the one which matured first, we have already harvested. And farmers are realizing now, saying, we've been living, what could help us?
Saddam Mubali, UBC News.
Banyeta ko Muhangi Donata, the chairperson wa group. I
am the chairperson of this group that got money. The group is called Kalsandala HIV/AIDS Craftswomen Group. UWEP gave us money in 2017 and they gave us 3.3 million Ugandan shillings. We used it in 1 year and got 23 million out of it. We do baskets and kitchen gardens, and we also have a saving group. We thank UWEP because this money helped us as women. Women can now educate their children and build houses because many of them are single mothers. We work without jealousy because we want to leave a legacy that even those who will be around tomorrow will appreciate.
Juko.
Yo.
Wachikuwa. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model, PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Welcome back. Let's have a look now at sports news and games due in Ghana in March 2024 is taking shape with the sport of table tennis confirming its 8 participants. Now this was after a 2-day table tennis extravaganza that has climaxed with some interesting results. Take a watch.
9-year-old Joseph Sebatindira has proved to the world that his triumph at the global level was no fluke. This after earning a berth on Uganda's table tennis team that will contest at the 13th Africa Games in Ghana, March this year. Up against 15 others at the MTN Arena Lugogo, Sebatindira earned his place after finishing a descent. Jonathan Senyonga finished first, Samuel Nkunda second, while 11-year-old Sharif Nsereko, who is Sebatindira's blood brother, took the final slot.
A 9-year-old boy and an 11-year-old boy as seed 3 and seed 4 of the Uganda men's national team. These things, they will need them in the future for especially assistance with sponsors. In Birmingham, we took the youngest player called Jemima Nakawala to Birmingham. And then the other one was Pavin Nangonzi. Jemima was 12. She was our Birmingham baby over there. And then there was Jemima 13. And now in Ghana, Sir Joseph and his troop, his battalion soldier, Sharif, they are going to Ghana. This is amazing. This is the first time it has happened in the history of Uganda, and I must say it is thanks to the work of my sister Mary and those wonderful coaches.
In the women's category, 16 ladies took part, climaxing with Jemima Nakawala, Pavin Nangonzi, Shanta Namara, and Amina Nampera booking tickets to Ghana. Uganda Table Tennis Association is optimistic this team made up of many teenagers will excel, but this year, after ample preparations.
Young boys, they are due to make history in Ghana, and we do pray for them that they make it when they go to represent Uganda in table tennis. And that story brings us to the end of this bulletin. Thank you so much for having kept us company. My name is Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, wishing you a blessed afternoon.